What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Jeremy Wormy, and I promised you I was going to do this. I said I'm putting it out on Sunday. Looks like, in order to properly catch up, to be able to put out every single episode for every single day, might be doing one for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That way I can get the newest one for Thursday? Shite. I'm just doing the math now. I'll have to figure out a schedule. Might be every Sunday, but I'm going to try to get out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, then put out maybe what I can. This show is Milf Manor. I don't know what I just watched. To be perfectly honest, it is it is the fall of Western entertainment. It is the rise of debauchery. Debauchery? Is that a word? Or is it debauchery? Debauchery. The rise of debauchery. The rise of just degeneracy. I got the words mixed up. The West is burning, and I'm here for it. This is peak modern day entertainment. This is Oedipus complex of a whole new scale. Creepy, weird, and I can't look away from the train wreck that I am watching. Probably will be some quick, relatively fast reviews for this, because this first episode's really just getting to know people, getting to find some of their names, and I don't remember all the ladies' names, but I know one of them, and I don't like her off the bat. And I'll admit it, there's two moms. There's two moms that are attractive, but well, why don't we get into it, shall we? So we open up in La Paz, Mexico. And we get shown our first mummy, who is April, 59. She has a very high libido. She's had some work done, as you can tell. And they're here to meet their men. We see her family. She has 3 boys. It's all wonderful. Oh, hey, happy, lovely boys. Next, and if the thing will quit loading, we get met to, honestly, one of my favorite people. If I can get it. Oh, wait, she died. She married very young, and it didn't work out well. We then are introduced to Paula, I believe is her name. A very lovely young lady who's 48. She's very kind. She's Mexican. She grew up in Mexico City. And I believe this lady's husband died. I believe that. I could be getting it wrong. I know one of the moms, spoiler, one of the lovely, beautiful young ladies' husbands have passed. And they're here. And real quick, they're all here to get sloshed and get some young dude to lay some pipe. They want to get hollowed out. And that's what we're watching. So we get introduced to Paula. We get more of the moms coming out as they're all drinking. Get some story times. I'm trying to get it to work right, so give me a moment. Paula is actually kind of cute. I'll give her that. She grew on me. She's very protective. And oh, look, they're all super nice. Chit-chatty. Did it really take this long? We then are introduced to our South Korean young lady named So Young, who is 50. And she is so young. This show is, but ladies are all happy, 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 happy. Oh, yay, they're here to get down and dirty. And I'm trying to figure this out. We are then introduced to, and I want to say her name, if I can get it right, Charlene, who was from New Jersey. She now lives in California. She's 46, and she has a interesting story. Charlene is a mother, and she takes note of, she wears two necklaces. Necklaces? Necklaces? I don't know. And this one is an infinity necklace from her daughter, her oldest child, who is 28 now, at the time of the recording this episode. And in reality, she died a year ago. She died at 27. And she's here in honor of her daughter. She is here for a young man to lay some pipe down on her like crazy in honor of her deceased daughter. Now, I don't have a problem with a lot of that. Well, actually, I do. That's really weird. Now, the more I think about it, the creepier it gets. Oh, so she's kind of nice. She's like a mom, and oh, fudge. Let's see who do we get introduced to next? We had her introduced. I think I skipped over one of the ladies that got introduced. Just one of them, because there is a. I might have. Let me go back. There's one lady, and I could have swore maybe it was after So Young. Give me a moment. Yes, we are introduced as well. I skipped her by accident. To this lovely lady, April, from Detroit, Michigan. She's here because, she's grown up. She never got to be a young lady. So now it's her time to get with a young man because she's ready to party. And she needs a young man because she's not ready to be a grandma. We're going to just fly through a lot of these. There's one lovely young lass that I am very excited to introduce to you. We had Charlene. Let's see who is next. Oh, the daughter. Oh, it was a nice little family, and it's hard. Oh, I'm sorry. We are then introduced to, I think the next one, if I can get it to run, will end up being Kelly. Yes! Our introduction to Kelly, otherwise known as Disco Mama. Kelly is very obviously our antagonist, our woman who's there to get with every single young dude and to find love. I want to find love, and I want to find love by getting bunker busted by every young dude, and I'm going to do this. She is grating, she is insufferable, and this is modern culture at its finest. And you can obviously tell that this is a very doctored photo, obviously from a perfect angle, because when you see her, she is well, let's be fair, she is well has a lot of work done. A lot of work. Can we just address, come on. You have a lot of work done. I do not find this attractive whatsoever. As we continue moving on, we get introduced to our next mom, whose name is escaping me. We don't get to hear it very often. And she is, well, she's a nice lady. And there are a bunch of nice young ladies. This young lady here is used to be a party girl, used to be a dancer, dancing to the rap music and stuff in her hometown. And we get this young lady who's also, honestly, probably one of the more attractive young ladies, who is very God-oriented. And if you haven't been able to figure out yet, there's alcohol literally everywhere. There's alcohol as we progress. They're here by the bar, but there's alcohol in the morning. There's alcohol in the night. There's alcohol for breakfast. There's alcohol in every little area throughout this whole show. And it's obvious that the producers and the people running this thing, even though this is partially scripted, I mean, there is no such thing as reality TV. It's always scripted. You think cameras are in these perfect spots, and it's very overacted, mind you. Excuse me. But, one of the points that should be noted is they want these people, yeah, I said that right, hammered to the max for the inevitable twist. That a lot of you probably already know what the twist is, but you know what? Why don't we jump to the twist? Oh, mind you, the production company gave them all phones, and that's how they are to communicate with each other. You know, phones. The production company will text you for your challenges, and to allow the young women to kindly know that the men have arrived as they are continuing to drink heavy amounts. And all the women are, you know, they're conversing, but they're not afraid to start fighting with each other. And we got our Jesus lady here, and God is important for her, whose name is escaping me. I'll probably come back later. I don't know if I'll hit that point. But it is very important for her to have God as the fundamental foundation. Very important. And I can respect that. That's why God is very important for her to get some tender sauce. As loves it. Creepy, I know. So let's keep moving it on. Come on. Let's see as we continue on. They then, I want to say, this is when we learn about the one lady who used to be a street dancer, you know, the jukebox and having fun, and she wants people to know that she's not always stuck up and everything. This is our Jesus lover. I like her. She seems nice. There's two ladies in here that seem very nice. Don't know if I would actually go near. But the twist, and you all know who the twist is, and as they're getting texted, that the men have arrived. And, well, the twist, because we're seeing these very young, attractive men come through. Let's see. Let me just jump to the twist for everybody who wants to know, because if you don't know, where have you been? If you do know, the twist is very simple. It is that the 8 men, for these 8 young ladies, very young ladies, between the ages of 43 and almost 60, the twist, the 8 men are their sons. Yes! The 8 men that these women want to have pump tender juice into them, lay some pipe, do all the nasties, do every last thing that is debauchery incarnate, are their sons. Done, done, done. So, you know, we get introduced to each of this lady's sons. There's, let me think. There's Jose, who's a mama's boy. These two are very close together. Jose and Paula are very close. We see Infinity Chelsea and her son. It's weird. We see God Lady and Billy. I know his name. And the reactions, you know, they're predictable. Like, oh my God, I didn't know. But one of them, April, one of the ladies at the very beginning, the one that had a lot of work done, she said, this helps you show that this show is very scripted. Oh, my son was also coming down here to be on a dating show, but I didn't know that it was going to be my dating show. For fudge sakes, yes you did. Bad acting. Tons of bad acting. We got Ryan and Shannon. Shannon's the dater, and Ryan is playboy. Let's be real. We have Disco Mama, who wants to get with everybody. Kelsey? Yes, Kelsey. And her son, I want to say it's Ryan. No, we just had Ryan. This is Joey. He is, he's a player. They're both players. They're here to get with everybody. And the production company is very smart. They're going to get them all sloshed. They'll mingle around. Kelsey's over here getting to know with everyone. Disco Mommy, bleach blonde, tons of work, is here to get with every boy around. You know, we got Paula and Jose are sticking very close to each other. Everybody's, mingling, drinking a lot, happy, having a fun time, acknowledging, hey, we want these boys to pound town us. Even though some of them are our moms. And some of them are our sons. Some you see some conflicts. Some sons are like, I don't want you dating my mom. And some sons are like, well, I want to date your mom. Some moms are like, I don't want you coming near my son. You're nasty. And some moms are like, I want your son to splooge all over inside of me. This show's disgusting. And I'm fine with it because I don't care anymore. But we are introduced to our first game. Because there are 8 suites in the entire complex. This is how they decide who gets which room. Simple game. Very, very simple game. They have to, and I'm trying to jump there as fast as I can. Simplistic game. No problem whatsoever. If I can get it to do what it needs to do. Let me just hop to it, shall I? Just gonna skip around till we get there. They are to line up the 8 dudes. The 8 men. And they are to rub them up and down. Each one to find their son. Let me try to get there as fast as I can. Yes. Each one of them will be rubbing up the men, blindfolded, to hunt down which one of them is their son. To figure out who gets the room. And each woman rubs them up and down. Very provocatively, touching all the abs, the chest, the shoulders, getting kind of low there, and some of them, oh, they want to rub up them boys. Oh God, I said that creepily. To figure out who they really want to lay that sauce down on. I feel sorry for this dude. I mean, come on, he's pudgy. I'll skip to the end because it's pretty, and I'll just tell you who the winners are. Because, again, this is creepy. Paula and Jose are second place. Because I really like Paula and Jose. We have... First place is Billy and Jesus Lady. So they all get the very nice, very appropriate, big rooms. So Jesus Lady and Paula have the nice rooms. And everybody's all... yay, we won. It was tons of fun. We got to feel up all these boys. We got to know who's laying the tinder pipe. We have our eyes lasered on who we want to have pump all that juice into us. And I want to acknowledge something real quick to the audience. This is far from the worst thing that I have seen in this show. Oh, sorry, hit my mic. There is much worse ahead. Much, much worse. I've seen some of the future games. And everybody sees a room. They go up to their rooms. Oh, hey, happy day. We all have these nice rooms. But it's becoming apparent that Kelsey here is ready. After 6 hours of knowing a man, Riley, who is one of the other mom's sons, while she's here drinking with her own son, she is ready for Riley, after 6 hours, drinking heavily, rubbing him up and down, to lay some pipe in her. Because Kelsey here is our resident Oh, I forgot to say this. Part. Kelsey has 6 kids. Chelsea? Kelsey? One of the two. I think it's Chelsea, actually. I've probably been saying her name wrong. Chelsea has 6 kids. All of whom are with different daddies. And she doesn't know why people think that's a problem. You're a whore! Well, she's ready to go upstairs with Riley, get him to hammer her home tonight when... Oh, bad pause face. When, newsflash for everybody. Newsflash. There's only 8 rooms for the 8 pairs. You are going to have to be boning either a mom or a son in the same room as your mom and or son. So Chelsea here works very hard to get Riley to come upstairs with her to lay some pipe on, and her son's not having it and is very much trying to cock block her. Her own words. And also his own words. And I don't blame him. Because, and it's overacted, you know. Obviously this is being pushed. Chelsea obviously wants to get some of that, the real BBC, only on Tuesdays over at either Az or Nerdrotic's channel, but she wants that badly, and she wants everybody's beautiful man meat. She wants it all for herself. Whore. So we get a incident where she's making fun of her son because he's freaking out. She's texting Riley. He's responding. She's trying to get him to come upstairs with her. Oh, Ryan. Not Riley. Ryan. She wants Ryan's body on top of her. And she gets him to come upstairs. Ryan, playing along. And the moment, they open up the door. And I've already skipped ahead too far. Probably at the next part. Ryan comes to the room. Her son, Chelsea's son, Joey, starting to remind myself of who he is. Chelsea's son freaks out, and Ryan says, you know what? No, not going to do this. I'm only came up here to tell Joey that tomorrow to get up early because we're going to the gym. Good night. Chelsea doesn't get her tender sauce for tonight. First night, nobody gets plastered. Well, they're plastered, but nobody gets plowed. So then we jump to the next morning. And mind you, when I said, hey, there's a lot of alcohol here. The next morning, and if I can get it to work, they wake up, everybody's doing their thing, and we'll get to this dude, because this dude's So Young's son. And they're already drinking heavily. But So Young's son, we get to learn about him. He has eyes for Paula. One of the moms that I actually kind of like. He has eyes for Paula. What does he like about Paula? And that he asked her on a date to go paddleboarding, and that's what they're gonna go do. They're gonna go paddleboard, and innuendos abound. Trust me. But what does he like about Paula? Well, when we hear him out. He says he likes what he likes about Paula, because Paula and the Jesus lady are the two most attractive ladies there. So Young's son is very big into feet. He is very big into feet, and he wishes to wipe. He wants to oil up the feet. He wants to paint the nails. And then he wants to shove them in his mouth so he can suck off the acrylic. I kid you not. He says it. He wants to lick them toes all night long. It was odd, disturbing, and Paula is going along because Paula, she's ready for some man meat herself, even though she's very protective of her boy. So we get to see them, they go paddleboard. They end up doing yoga on the paddle. Yoga. Not Yoda. Yoda's green and small. But they do yoga on the paddleboard, and they're playing around. They're having fun. Well, while Paula and So Young's son, whose name I'm not remembering off the top of my head, and I'm trying to get the perfect shot. While they're out and about, Kelly, that's her name. It's not Chelsea, it's Kelly. I know it had an Ellie. Not from The Last of Us, mind you, but Kelly has decided, you know what? Because Paula's gone, off doing her thing, she's going to get with Paulo. No, Jose. Because it's Jose and Paula. She's going to get Jose, and she's going to get her some of that Mexican meat. All up in her. This is creepy. That's what she does. She starts hitting on Jose right in front of Paula. Further cementing that this is our mean lady and everything. And, Joey's not very into it. He's not here for her to be hitting it on every single person there. But, then Jose and Kelly sit down, they're talking, they're like, Jose's like, yeah, I'm a good boy, I like my mom, but at the same time, I want to pound somebody. My mom's not in charge of me. And Kelly's like, oh yeah, I want you to lay that pipe all up and down me. Every ounce of me. These innuendos are getting out of hand. So, by the end of it, you end up seeing Paula, because they're antagonizing on purpose. Kelly's purposely antagonizing Paula, that, hey, I'm going to become your new daughter-in-law. I'm going to have him take me to town. Paula's not into it. Paula thinks she's a whore. She moves way too fast. A lot of the women aren't actually very fond of Paula because she's very aggressive in her advances. She wants everybody to go to town on her, and it wouldn't surprise me if she wants one of the women. But Paula's not in for it. Paula's very against it. And as, the tension's raising up, everything's getting all going. She's also in the middle of chit-chatting with So Young's son, and they're hitting it off. But because of the whole Kelly and Jose flirting thing, she's getting sidetracked. She wants to protect her boy. This is her baby boy. And things getting heated up. Kelly comes back on and goes like, I'm gonna get what I want. I'm going to be taken to Pound Town. Paula's not enjoying it. We get basically our end of the episode. I know it's coming up. That's pretty much it. They show us what's coming up. We got dances. We got strip-offs. We got drama. We got tons of alcohol. Tons of debauchery. Tons of Oedipus. And I hope you guys check it all out here on my channel. Thank you for watching. And I'm going to go back to this scene. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you had a great time. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Share it out with your friends. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video. Go live, guys. I'm going to try to get these first 3 episodes knocked out. Bad choice of words. I don't know what else to say without having an innuendo come up right now. But I will see you guys all on the next one. Bye for now.